What's up? I've returned, obviously, but oh goodness, the other,
I got him.
other, oh my god, goodness, hit another one. It's three rules. Yeah, yeah, but it just says three rules. Oh, but yeah, it just says three rules, and then it says I got y'all. And this is what it says. Oh goodness. Sorry, a little tired. But it says, stay with me now. It just takes three rules to keep a healthy and ongoing relationship. Sometimes things don't work out as you want them to, but communication is the key, and you should both have the same mindset in order to work. Same mindset in order to work. Yes, opposites attract, and that has always been true. But love isn't always enough, and everyone has learned that lesson the hard way. And it is not fair. It is not fair, but that makes you stronger. And most of us aren't even fully healed, and yet we risk it and try again. But is it fair for your next partner to pick up the pieces that the other one left? The answer is no. It is not fair. But if he or she is willing to stay and willing to fight, maybe just maybe they're the one. We got um goodness. We got number one, don't lie or keep things from them. All that's happening is your partner is coming up with all you, all that's happening is your partner is coming up with different solutions to why you're doing this or that. Habit habits habit plays a big part in a relationship. And if your partner sees a change in your habit, they might suspect you of doing something wrong. 2. If you don't like them anymore, tell them. Don't play them, that will hurt worse. And also don't get mad with them when they are not understanding because you are the one that told them that you no longer like them. It's something it's something you wanted, so help them see what you see. 3. Communication. Communication with communicate with them. Yeah, communicate with them. Tell them what they're doing wrong and what they need to do to fix it. Be gentle and honest with them no matter what. If it's something you want them to stop doing or fix, let them know straight up. And why? And why you want them to fix or stop that certain thing. Because who knows? They could have been doing a certain thing for months or even years, and it's now second nature to them. Which is true. Which is very true. It's one of those things where it's just like, why the fuck? Why is this being stupid? What is happening right now? Oh yeah. Like, fucking shit itself? What the fuck is going on? It's just stuck at 32. Why? Huh. I don't even know what's going on in my other video, but it is what it is. I'll fix it later. But yeah, it's just three rules basically. It's not super difficult to do. It's not. I say that and you know, I'm in the Yeah, I say that, and obviously it's just like, oh, well, you're currently in the. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you. I know. I know. I know. I know. I am well aware. Trust me. But basically, it's very true. It doesn't matter. If I'm being honest, no one really fully heals from anything that's going on. If I'm being honest, you don't fully heal from it. You basically your mental state kind of just makes you just okay with what's going on, but you never actually be not become, but you never actually like are like okay with what is going on currently. Like it's not something that generally happens. You kind of just bear with it. But yeah, you just kind of bear with it, and that's pretty much it. There's no like, it's pretty much nothing really else. It's just that, like, there's no like crazy like thing. It's just that, like, there's nothing like super crazy about it. If I'm being honest, like your mind makes you believe that, oh, you're healed, but it really didn't, because depending on whatever it is, you have triggers. So when someone or something happens, it triggers what your mind basically said was, like, healed and everything. It triggers that response, so it makes you feel the exact same way, in a sense. So it doesn't it doesn't particularly mm, it doesn't particularly like you're not gonna particularly be like fully healed or anything, but that's why communication is a big thing. That's why I've kind of made it. That's why I kind of marked it on three. Just because one is just don't lie or keep things from, like, don't lie or keep things from your partner, basically. Which should be self-explanatory, if I'm being genuinely honest. It should be, but I don't know. It could not be self-explanatory. Couldn't tell you really. But yeah, it's just, yeah, don't lie or keep things from them, because more or less, like like I said, habit plays a big part of it. Like, habit is a big thing that, like, it plays a big part in your relationship. Basically, with, like, when you have a habit, like it's habits you don't even think that you do, like the way you say certain things, or the way you walk, the way you talk. Certain things, play a part. But oh goodness, when you basically, oh goodness, when you basically change that habit, and your significant other notices, they become very suspicious on, like, what it is you're doing, because it's like you changing your habit, and most people will probably think, oh, you're changing your habit because you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, which, it's not all the time. Obviously, it's not all the time. Not all the time, but it's the fact that you could just be trying to surprise them, or you could be trying to do this or that. Like the fact that you could be trying to do something like genuinely nice for them and everything. But when you change this or you change that. Yeah. It's kind of why some people can't really have like surprises or surprise parties just because they just can't, like when habit changes they can't, like they think the worst basically. So it's just like it kind of ruins it because they're freaking out and it's just like, okay, well, never mind on the thing, and then you explain it and then they're better now, but then it's just like, well, you already know now, so it kind of just ruins the surprise that was meant to be for you. Then the second one, if you don't like them anymore, tell them. Don't play with them. That will hurt worse. And also, don't get mad with them when they don't understand. Basically, with that one, it's self-explanatory. I would think so. I guess, but it's the fact of like, if you're with somebody and then one day you're just like, I don't want to be with you no more. That's fine. It's that's just how, that's life. But definitely, like, definitely tell the person, definitely tell the person like why. You know, and if they don't understand, because they probably won't. If you just wake up one day, you tell your boyfriend or girlfriend like, I won't be with you anymore. They are not gonna understand it at all. They're not. They're generally not gonna understand what the fuck is going on. Cause it's just like, why? Like, why? Like, how would they? Like, how would they? Like, it just doesn't. It's just like, what? Well, because it's the fact of, you don't want to be with them anymore, but they don't. They're trying to see if there's something wrong. So it would definitely help to like reassure them like there's nothing that they're doing wrong. It's just, I don't know. I feel like there's usually some reason, because no one I generally do not believe that someone can just wake up, like they can, like I could take you out on a date and then the next day, like you send me a message, you're just like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, what? Especially if we've been together for like a year, year and a half, something like that. And just like one day you're just like, yeah, I don't want to be with you anymore. It's like, fucking, huh? And it's the fact that there's a lot of women that don't give reasons. Men do the same thing. They just don't give reasons, which would help a lot of people actually if you actually gave them a reason. Because it's just like breaking up with somebody or saying you don't love or like somebody just out of the blue and not have like a reason, and then get mad when they don't understand it. It's just like what do you want? What do you want me to do? Like what? This is how you're feeling. Like, help me understand how you're feeling. Help me understand where this came from, or like why. Not even where it came from, but like why it's happening. Because then they might get a genuine idea on like where where you're at. But yeah, definitely tell them straight up, and don't you know prolong it, I guess. But it's the fact that someone, like, I'll say like this, it's just like don't, if you know you don't like them, because your feelings can come back to you. Obviously, this happened to me before, but it's more or less of, don't, like, basically keep the same like thing, like do the same thing that you usually would do anyways. You know, like it's like when you were a kid and you were forced to go to church. It's just like, do we go to church now? No, not particularly. At least most of us don't anymore because we were forced to for so long. But it's more or less of you not like it's like if you were like put a string in front of like I don't know like a tiger or like some animal I guess you put like a string with food in front of them and they have to like they move because they want to get the food but the food is always like in front of like it's always too far away from them. Like, definitely don't do that. Like, don't do that. Don't you know treat them bad or anything. Like if it's clear that you're just not even clear to them, but if it's clear to you and your feelings that you just don't want anything to do with them anymore, that's fine. Tell them, explain it. Don't be an ass about it, but definitely explain it to them. Like help them understand, like what, like why. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a question. That's gonna because if it's out of the blue, whys will be asked a lot, and you need to like actually like you know you need to actually say a reason on why. But it actually has to be like a genuine reason, not not shit that they did like 7 years ago or something that they did way in the past or whatever the case may be. It needs to be something that's like either last year, the last year tops, literally. It has to be something. Because you can go the whole past route, but then it begs the question of like, why didn't you say this before? You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where just like, why didn't you? Why are you feeling this way now when that happened when it happened? And ever since then we've been fine. You know what I mean? So it's just like why genuinely why? Why wait this entire time and then you just can't take it anymore. You know what I mean? It's weird. The last one was communication. Communicate with them, tell them what they're doing wrong and that they need and what they need to fix. Yeah, what they need to do to fix it. Be gentle and honest with them. Yeah, I read it and I'll probably put it in the description as well. But yeah, basically, if there's something that you want your partner to fix or stop doing, if it's stop doing, then tell them what it is, and then tell them like why why you want them to stop doing it, and like genuinely have like a genuine like conversation about it, like I forget what it was. It was like I want to say there was something that I saw at some point. It was like the four W's or something W's. It was like why, like no, it wasn't even four W's. It was just like how does it benefit your life? Why do you do it? And then like some other ones. But when it comes to that, or when it comes to um, you want them to stop doing something, do that whole thing. But when it comes to fixing something, like I don't really fucking know. Um, I don't. Maybe they have like I have no fucking idea. I can't really give an example. I don't really know. Because some of the things I'm thinking of for like fixing stuff is like being very like nitpicky about it. Of like just being very like, oh, I don't like fix how you like sit
up. Like like focus, like fix how you sit or how you say certain things or something. Like that's very nitpicky to me. But it's like stuff like that that I'm thinking of. And it's just like it's very nitpicky. Like it's just like why? I don't know. When it comes to fixing stuff, definitely like tell them that you want them to fix whatever it is, and then tell them either have a either have like a backup or like a plan. You know, definitely for both of these, I would recommend obviously communicating like how you feel about it, depending on whatever it is and how it makes you feel, and generally have like a genuine conversation. Like all of these that I plan on making, like that's pretty much the main thing. Just have a genuine conversation. Literally, like call on the phone and just sit there and talk. Don't be on another app. Don't be on your laptop. Don't be doing other things. You know, like just generally just talk the whole time because it helps. It definitely will help. But it's just stuff like that. And like be like gentle, like it's the fact to be gentle and like honest about it. Because if you're loud and honest about it, then it makes it sound like it's like your relationship is a dictatorship. And I can tell you that most people aren't going to be gonna deal with that for long stretches of time. So you want to be you know, gentle and soft about it. Obviously firm, so that they know that it definitely doesn't annoy you or whatever, like whatever it is. But don't beat around the bush. Like just be like straight, honest too, like about it. Even if it's something that's like I don't know. Even if it's something like I would say something that's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like they are already aware of it. But maybe if it's like if it's something that they're embarrassed about, then maybe like find like a class or a video or something that you can kind of like help them you know get over that. Because I will tell you, some people that are insecure about certain things, they don't need you to tell them that. Oh, I want you to fix this. But it's just like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I fucking you think I like the way this is right now? No, you think I like the way I look? You think I like the way I look? You think I like the way I walk, talk? You know, you generally think this is the way that I like want to be seen. But it's communication will always be a big thing. It's the fact that I tell anybody have like it's one of those things. Have an open conversation where you just say everything. Like it works. It works for exes. It works for exes. It works for relationships. It works for marriages. It's one of those things where it can work for pretty much anything. Because there's not much rules when it comes to an open discussion. It's just you can't get mad. That's like the biggest one. Is like you can't get mad because it's the fact that they're being honest to you about whatever it is that they're either doing or about to do or whatever the case may be. It's the fact that they're being honest to you about it. So it's the fact that they could have kept it away from you, but they're actually coming out to tell you, this is what I feel about this. You just kind of sit there, listen, you know, say okay from time to time, just so they know you're listening. Because I can go a whole conversation. Someone can talk to me for an hour, and I'll look like I'm not paying attention at all. What I'm not, what I am. Like it's just one of those things when you say okay, just so they know that you're there. You're not just daydreaming about I don't know birds. I guess let's go with birds. But yeah, it's that's pretty much that's pretty much that. Those are the three rules. Basically, don't lie. Let your partner know if you don't want anything to do with them. And communication. It's funny because those are both the like 1 and 2 are both communication, like things. Like it's just I don't know. It's weird. Uh, but yeah, got 280 on these. I'll probably do fuck. I'll probably do one more if I'm being honest. So look out for that, I guess. Or don't. I don't really know. Nor do I really care either. But yeah, definitely look out for that one. But yeah, I will definitely talk to y'all later, and I'm still in the process of trying to figure out what happened to one of the videos because it's just stuck now. It's just stuck at 32%. They said it like crashed or something, so I want to try to fix that and then get the other video going and everything. So there's that. But yeah, I will definitely talk to y'all later.